Yeah, I don't blame you if you forgot. So let's run it back. The double at Inter Miami, the League and Conference League double, and then the League and Cup double at Sporting Lisbon. We're on a hot streak. So it's time for a new challenge. And we're signing the ting at Dortmund. Our new chapter is Mr. Worldwide. Dortmund, here we go. Hier sind die Jungs, which is obviously German for here are the boys. It's been a hot minute. Thanks for being patient with it. Now it's the year 2025 here at Dortmund. So let's go check what's going on in there. Alright, club legends Hummels and Royce are still knocking about. They're getting on a bit though. Matt's going to stick around for next season, but Marco's off to retirement. Not me, him. Which is a shame because I wanted to cut some shapes with him. I don't understand what the last manager was doing here. How is Nemecha in the reserves? Move over, Papadopoulos. 6'3", a great all-rounder. He's going to do bits for us. They've got a lot of fodder here. Oh, Almada. The wrong Argentinian from the MLS. I miss Farias already. Alright, we joined at the end of the season. So before we start, let's spend some dosh. I'm buzzing with his signing. Nemecha needs a brick-house centre-mid partner. Welcome to Germany, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. Alright, the last gaffer finished 4th and got to the quarters of Champo last season. So let's show him how it's done. Alright, I want to reinforce the team with some youths from the Dortmund reserves. And I think we found our prince. The only problem is, our reserves are keeping him hostage. Who the hell do you think you are, bruv? I'll wait till he comes available. So until then, we'll try and find the next Roberto Carlos. And we've got a scout in the motherland too, just in case. We've got 114 mil in the bank. And I think we all know who we want. But you won't need to guess because he's in the thumbnail. Leonardo Campagna. The big Ecuadorian joins us from our old flame Inter Miami to do a job for us up top. And making the step from the reserves is a young Dutch lad. He's obviously not our Prince Anning, but our Prince Charming. 4.5 mil of money laundering, Julian Rykov steps up to the first team. Of course we had to pop into Sporting to pick up a mate. Claudio Pereira is a promising youth academy grad, making the jump to Dortmund. He's showing great potential, and how was he going to leave him there to rot on the bench? Sorry Aaron, it's nothing personal mate, but you can't cross the ball. So he's off to AC Milan for 57 mil. These two are giving father-son vibes. They both look like chavs to be honest, but welcome Hugo Siquet from Freiburg. More of a technical right back than Wan-Bissaka, he suits us to a T. And he's already got 86 crossing, come on then. Not that we need the money, but Dortmund is a feeder club. So we've had to trim the fat a little bit with a boatload of sales. And now we've done that, the team is looking much better. I can taste the excitement of Marco Ball, but Varane's popped a lung. And that's sorted. Welcome per shares for Varane and some change. Yeah, okay, now I see it. Now I see it. I like it. Picasso. Brandt and Campagna, I'm expecting poetry and motion from you two. We've got 250 mil in the bank to spend in January. Now let's look at Champo. We're in Group F for we've got City in the group. But let's talk about the league. We have to do better than 4th. So a top 3 spot is a must for Marco and the boys. Now let's jump into these highlights. Okay, it's been a minute since we've done a Mr. Worldwide episode. So let's recap what this series is all about. Basically, we're moving from club to club with the aim of winning silverware at every single stop. The aim is, oh go on Campagna, you little beast. Doesn't matter how much time out he's had, he always knows where the back of the net is. Sorry. Anyway, the aim is to win trophies in the top 5 leagues of Europe. We've already done it in the US with Inter Miami and Messi. We did it in Portugal with Sporting Lisbon, but they're not really a top 5 league team, are they? As you know from the intro, we've done 6 trophies in 2 seasons with Inter Miami and Sporting Lisbon. I'm hella proud of our time at Sporting. 4 trophies in 18 months is an unreal ratio, right? Off the back of that, we could have gone to a much bigger club. But when Dortmund came a knocking at the end of last season, it just felt like our new home was waiting for us. This is our first stint at a team in one of the top 5 leagues, and hopefully we can go the distance in Germany the first time of asking. Just to avoid any confusion, the top 5 leagues are obviously England, Germany, Spain, France and Italy. I know France is a bit iffy, it's basically Portugal. But still, that is our official definition of top 5 leagues in this series. A big hand from Cobble to stop the save. Sorry, I'm dipping in and out of commentary here while I'm doing my little bit. I'm backing it now. Doesn't matter. This goal is class. It doesn't touch the ground from the corner. It's like volleyball. What's Campagna going to do from here? You guessed it. Chest up into an overhead kick. The big Ecuadorian can do it in any league. He smashed it over in the US of A, and now he's making Dortmund his new home. We win our first 2 games in the league. We're off to a flying start. Youth Academy break now, and we've got Trustin Kroger to look forward to. It won't be in this game though, as we face the team that knocked us out in the semi-finals last year with Sporting Lisbon. And just look at the state of this attack and defence. It's like watching the Chuckle Brothers. To me, to you, to the window, to the wall, to the swept up down my bars. My controller even gave up after that. We didn't get the same luck in their next attack as Rodri wiggles through our defence and just blasts it into the back of the net with his weak foot. He's always popping up with a bloody goal. I hate it. In real life and in FIFA, it's bloody jarring, honestly. Brandt toe pokes one home past the keeper, and then we're on the attack. We managed to get a corner from a wayward shot. It's 1-1. Almada puts the ball down, and as he searches far and wide, he finds Felix Nemecha 29 metres out from goal, and he thumps it into the back of the net. Get a load of this technique. It is a masterpiece. Hang it in the Louvre. It's so out of this world. ET even phoned us back to see what all the noise is about. We made a few subs after that. I mean, the boys need a little freshen up. They had to calm down on the bench. And who's breaking through? The main man yet again. Big bad Felix Nemecha. He was rotting on the reserves. Now he's winning us games in Champo. Honestly, what was their last manager thinking? Playing Diabolus over him. A stroke of genius getting him back into the starting lineup. But it's not just Marco who would have done that. I think we all would have made that call. The second to last game of these highlights is in the league against RB Leipzig. And I'll tell you what, all this team knows how to do is score bangers. Look at that from Daniel Malin. Top left banjo. And the side netting all in one. We are absolutely smashing it in the league. And you can bloody tell as we're not 2, not 3, but look at this goal. 4-1 up against RB Leipzig, and we're still going for more. In the 87th minute is Julian Brandt slipping through his partner in crime and Campagna. They're just taking the mick at this point. The big Ecuadorian is well and truly making his mark here in Germany. The scout has found our flary Brazilian left back, Afonso Ribeiro. The only snag is he is still 15, so we're going to have to wait a year to chuck him into the first team. The final game of these highlights before we stop off in the winter break is in Champo at the Signal Iduna Park against Seville. Claudio Pereira almost scores his first goal for the Yellow and Blacks, but he's not the hero of this story. That title belongs to our little Argentinian, Thiago Almada, giving shades of Facundo Farias. He scores 2 wonderful volleys in the first half to make it 2-0. They managed to get 2 back from a loop-in header by Luca Bacchio and Sal blasting it into the back of the net. But don't panic, Mr. Mandarin. We've still got plenty of time on the clock. Cobble with a wonderful ball out on the left wing to Bioni Gittins? I don't know if I said that right. He plays it into the man of the moment, our hero, Thiago Almada. The little Argentinian walks away with the match ball, and we walk away with all 3 points. Let's go check where we are at the halfway point. I knew we were smashing it, but bloody hell, I didn't think we'd be top of the pack and undefeated. In the league and in Champo. You boys on the peds or something? What's going on? Campanion's #1 in the charts. He's doing well, but he's yet to score in the Champions League. Julian Brandt, just take a bow, son. You've been phenomenal so far this season. 247 mil still left in the bank, and we've got to spend some of it, haven't we? I've narrowed it down to these 3 Giesburgers. But remember this, when you're faced with a problem, start by pulling a pint of beer Moretti. That's always a good place to start. Speaking of, welcome our new signing, Fabio Moretti. 73 million from Atletico Madrid. He'll do a job anywhere on the pitch. I'm actually thinking about sticking him left back, to be honest. And as one signing comes in, another leaves. Kruger joins Inter Milan for 3 million. We've still got 170 million left in the bank, and I don't know who else to buy it. Well, no, actually, I do know who to buy, but they won't bloody sell him to us. Hurry up, Ribeiro, you're taking the mick now. I think we're going to stick with what we've got. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We are top of the table, undefeated after all. We are also in the quarter-finals of the DFB Pokal against Karlsruhe, and as we swipe up, we're blessed with Lazio in the round of 16. But before that, we've got Bayern Munich away in the league. Let's get it! We've got to stretch our lead where we can, and going 12 points clear of our Bundesliga rivals is a great place to start. Juggling a potential treble might be a tall order, but if there's any team that can do it, I think it's this Dortmund side. We are solid all over the pitch. Even without my first choice left back, we're still doing bits. That Campagna goal was case in bloody point, innit? What a beast! I don't even know what player I would even be able to compare him to. All I know is his attacking positioning and shot power is on point. Unlike our bloody defence in this game, I've seen double-decker buses turn quicker than that, and then Nico Williams Jr. Oh, he steps up with his brace. That 12-point lead is looking a little bit touch and go. Lucky for us, we've got Daniel Malen on the ball. He whips in a wonderful cross, and look at this absolute kerfuffle in the box. Julian Brandt, you did well to stick that away, son. What a jammy, game-winning goal. But do you know what? Going for the treble, we need all the luck we can get. We'll bloody take it, lads. Now we're on to the round of 16 against Lazio. We simmed the first leg, 1 apiece. And now we're looking to absolutely wipe the floor with them in the second leg at home in front of the yellow wall. And after Adeyemi put that bottom corner, I thought we were smooth sailing into the quarterfinals. But guess what? Lazio had other ideas. They work it into the box and it falls to their man from Japan. And in extra time, the Eagles managed to take the lead through, I don't even know what this bloke's name is, they're number 20. Calm down, rude boy, the game isn't over yet. Some tactical substitutions from the gaffer, and their man Orban seeing red means we're back in the mix. Go on, Rykov, spin his jaw, lad. 109 minutes on the clock, and it's Julian Brandt with the block shot from the corner, though. Who's going to step up? Felix Nemecha. Oh, no, that's embarrassing. I just subbed him off. Ezra Konsa, you little dancer. We'll just brush over that. It's still 4-4, though. Brandt wins the ball back. And who's he looking for up top? Our little money laundering Prince Jarmin. Rykov finds the back of the net. Thanks for coming, Lazio. But we'll be heading off to the quarterfinals. Flip-flopping over to the DFB Pokal now. And I'm not going to lie, I did sim that game in the quarterfinals against, well, that team that if I try to pronounce it will give me a heart attack. Ezra Konsa pops up with a goal. As you can probably tell, we've got Leipzig in the semi-finals. And they're about 4th or 5th in the league at this point. I didn't think it was going to be an awfully hard game. And don't let that 1-1 scoreline phase you, because like a drunk trying to hide his liquor, we had it in the bag. Well, at least I think we had it in the bag. This attack from them would probably demonstrate otherwise. 2-2's a bloody score. Maybe I'm the drunk. 76 minutes on the clock and it's a bloody roller coaster. Campagna slipping through. Our little Portuguese starlet, Claudio Pereira. He bags us the game-winning goal. But just check out that save from Crumble. Not once, but bloody twice. He has kept us in that match, and now we have a final to look forward to later on. But that's not before a trip to the Galacticos, to the Stadio Bernabeu, to run with the balls in the streets of Madrid. But we tripped over our own feet and got trampled on. The Madridistas go 2-0 up through Valverde and Bellingham. We pull one back with a classy finish from Adeyemi, but then the Los Blancos turned up a gear and make it 4-1. With a cracking header from Jude Bellingham, and another classy finish from Darwin Nunez. Our first defeat this season, and we've been humbled. We've got a mountain to climb in the return fixture. But as we take a closer look at the league table, you can see that we're 11 points clear at the top. Lads, we could win this league undefeated. Afonso Ribeiro, mate, you're taking the mick now. But before we trust our stuff in the league, we've got the second leg against Real Madrid to play. The Signal Iduna Park is bouncing. Yellow wall is standing tall, so leave it all out on the pitch, lads. I mean, we start off on the front foot with chances for Bjorn Gittins and a companion header off the bar. Crumble gets down quick at the near post, but once again, we get caught playing it out from the back, and Los Blancos make it 5-1 on aggregate. But Madrid don't know how we do it here at Just Marco. Once we get the bit between our teeth, there's no stopping us, and we come at them like a runaway freight train. Pretty sure I just saw Francis Bourgeois edging one out in the crowd with his GoPro. 6-3 down on aggregate. It looks like we are down and out for the count. But check this out. We don't need Farias running down the left wing when we've got little Bernie Gittins. Cuts inside and he finesses it past Courtois. 6-4 on aggregate. Siquet puts the Mr. Whippy into the box and Campagna's fat old forehead is there to steer it past the keeper. Daniel Malen turns into a prime Ricardo Quaresma, and lads, we are 6-6 up on aggregate. Julian Brandt slips through Campagna, gets a shot off, but Courtois puts it beyond the goal. We float across into the box, and who steps up? The man we swapped for Rafael Varane and some change. Pershers has just put us through to the Champions League semi-finals. What a comeback from the lads. Lads, give me a second just to sit down. Don't ask me questions yet. Don't even know what to say. 7-6 we came back on aggregate. Unbelievable. But we've got Milan in the semi-final. As we take a closer look at the league table though, we're still 11 points clear, nothing's changed there. Did anybody check this kid's passport when we signed him? Is he even 15? Alright, enough messing about. We've got Frankfurt up first in our title charge, and I'm not too worried about anyone there, to be totally honest with you. Our fitness is a bit low in the top third of the pitch, so we've gone for the subs, the fringe players. Rykov starts up top, Almada in behind him, Pereira on the left, and Moretti at left back. Come on lads, don't listen to that flag, ignore them, they're just jealous because they're mid-table fodder. Just Marco must have looked into his crystal ball because it's Almada and Rykov linking up to score the opening goal in this game. The little Dutchman has made a massive jump from the reserves, and he is well and truly silenced the haters. He has turned into a proper little player, a great addition off the bench, and can start games in a pinch. Pereira off the bar, Siquet gets a good head to that from the cross in. And who's this coming on? Little Amad Diallo. We haven't forgot about you, mate. Proper Route 1 stuff in the 73rd minute. Rykov nods it down to Almada. He plays to Adeyemi, and as he charges up the shot, it kisses the underside of the crossbar. It would have been nice, but it doesn't really matter. We walk away from Frankfurt with 3 points. One step closer to lifting the title here in Germany. But what's come across Marco's desk? This is tempting. Not quite yet though. We've still got business here in Germany. We've got Leverkusen up next in the league, and then we've got a nice trip to Milan in the semis. And it just so happens that Leverkusen sit in second spot. Lads, if we win this game, we can win the league undefeated. How unbelievable is that? How are you still not 16, bruv? Anyway, this is how they're lining up, and they've got a familiar face at left wing. I see you there, Makoko. But look at this team, though. I can't find a single weak spot. Lads, let's go win this league undefeated. The Signal Iduna Park, the place we've called home this season. The fans have made this place a fortress. The fans you turned your back on, lad. Boys, leave one on him early, will you? Let's just take a moment to appreciate the irony of winning the league undefeated against the last team to win the league undefeated. I'll be honest, this is one of the reasons why we love football. The storylines are immaculate. Another reason though is fantastic goals, and Adeyemi, you little dancer! A scorpion kick in a title-winning game to go undefeated. Hang it in the Louvre, lad. It's fair to say our nerves were completely settled after that world-class goal. Moretti played through by Benny Gittins. And who's he going to slip it across to? Julian Brandt. The whole squad's gone scorpion kick crazy. 2-0 up and we're not looking to slow down. Sheesh, that would have been a delicious goal from Julian Brandt. Instead he floats one into the back stick, and who's there? Our captain. He thumps one home from the corner. Adeyemi's got the whole team hypnotised. 89 minutes on the clock and we're obviously going to go ahead and win this game. But as long as we keep a clean sheet and this man doesn't score, I'll be even happier. Leverkusen with one final throw of the dice from the corner. Siquet nods it off the line. And lads, somewhere in the crowd the fat lady sings. And we win the Bundesliga with Borussia Dortmund undefeated in our first season. Let's just have another look at this goal, shall we? It's absolutely disgusting. I think it's official, lads. We've got the Midas touch. If he's still too young the next time we check, I'm going to release him. And here we are. Confirmation of our undefeated league title. But let's not lose focus. We've got a Champions League semi-final to win. Here's how AC Milan are lining up. They look solid everywhere other than left back. Sorry, Aaron. Had to do it. Malin, Siquet, you know what to do. Champions League nights don't get much better than this. And the fans are still 1-1 after winning our undefeated league title. We're at the business end of the season, ladies and gents. It doesn't matter how you win games, as long as you win them. And this one right here wasn't a slobber knocker. It wasn't a slugfest. It was a 1-0 win. All thanks to a bit of Daniel Malin wizardry. Fikard Samora didn't know which way was up. The Dutchman turns him into Spinderella. He might have lost his shoe, but the ball found the back of the net. Which means we go to the second leg at the San Siro with a 1-goal lead in this 2-leg tie. Brandt had the first chance trying to chip the keeper, and our second as a result of a bit of closing down. Who did the ball fall to? Julian Brandt. He gets a shot off, and who's running into trouble? Daniel Malin yet again. This time he tucks one away from the rebound. Our visit to the San Siro was short and sweet. We came here to do a job, and we've done just that. We win 2-0 on aggregate, and ladies and gents, the Champions League final awaits. But hold your horses. We've got the DFB Pokal to look forward to. Can't keep up with all these cup competitions. I don't mean to be rude, but we've got nothing to worry about here. We could sim it and we could probably win it, but we're obviously not going to do that. We're going to play it and we're going to lift that cup. Come on, lads. It's probably no surprise that we are blessed with the first chance of the game. And who else but Julian Brandt to open the scoring up 1-0. He then gets clattered by their man. Ref, are you sure that's not a pen, mate? We've only had one season with the boys and you can already see the effect of Marco Ball on the team. Boys are just moving with class, pizzazz, a bit of panache. But if this bloody defender had any self-respect, he would have let that cross the line. The little cretin has denied us a masterclass of a goal. So our man between the sticks steps up and stops their shots. And they will whip out not one, but two bloody bicycle kicks out of nowhere. Would have been lovely if one of those two goals went in, but it's a Slotterbeck header from the corner to put us 2-0 up. The boys are moving rampant here at the Olympus Stadion. A wonderful switch out to Pereira. He slips it into Serge, and the Serbian slips it through to Prince Charming, and the boy from the reserves makes it 3-0 in the DFB Pokal final. And you guessed it, somewhere in that crowd, the fat lady's singing. 3-0 the final score, and as Schlotterbeck walks up the podium and puts two hands on the DFB Pokal, it's official. We've won the double here with Borussia Dortmund in our first season. Confirmation of our cup win for you lot. But here's the big one. We've got Barcelona in the Champions League final. Oh, how bloody convenient. Now you're old enough for the first team. Go on then, kiddo. In you get. Yes, the rumours are true. Barca did offer me a deal, but we turned it down. Or did we? Of course we did. And we're sticking Ribeiro straight in at left back. The kid is a prodigy. This is how Barca are lining up. And to be honest, they've got a solid defence, but they're not saying too much up top. Sorry, Lua. I don't want to hear it. I literally don't want to hear it. We've been waiting all season for this kid. There's no way I'm not going to play him in the Champions League final. So this is how we're lining up. Our strongest 10 plus the prodigy. Good to see we brought our yellow wall to the San Siro. We've already done a job here this season. It's just another game. But I really want to win it though. Anyway, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on our new left back. He gets the better of Berardi in the sprint. Takes on his man and then the Italian chops him from behind. At your big age, lad, come on. The child abuser manages to get a shot off, but Cobble's equal to it. It was one-way traffic from Barca in the opening 25 minutes. They get another shot off, but Cobble pushes it wide. Only as far as Berardi, who floats the ball over the top, and De Jong sticks it in the back of the net. Don't panic! Don't panic, Mr. Mandarin! We've gone behind in big games before. Let's not lose our head. We can fight our way back into this. Ribeiro stands off his man and walks away with the ball. You know what? I've got a good feeling about this kid. Siquet floats a lovely ball into the box, but Campagna just can't keep it down. No, it's Nemecha, for God's sake. Why can't I get these players right? Adeyemi tries to tink one over the keeper, but the defender gets in the way. Mallon on the halfway line. He takes it round there, man. Gunning it down on goal. He is turned on the Jets. Can he finish? Oh, he just prods it into the goalkeeper's path. I reckon if we had another couple of minutes, we could have got a goal back. But as it stands, we go into the second half still 1-0 down. Campagna's snapshot leads to a corner, but who does Julian Brandt try and find? Is the big Ecuadorian. Arguably a shoo-in for our player of the season. He's pulled us back level in this Champions League final. 67 minutes on the clock and the prodigy has done a job at left back. But on comes Biamoretti. I'll tell you what, we should have stuck with the kid as De Jong floats a wonderful ball into Luis Diaz, but Cobble's equal to it. 85 minutes on the clock, he pulls out another wonderful save to keep us in this tie. Siquet makes a near post clearance from the corner, and we go into extra time in this Champions League final. We switch to a 4-4-2 to stretch their defence with Rykov's pace. The two manage to link up from a big oof up top, but Campagna runs into a dead end and gets smothered. Schlotterbeck gets in front of Matthias Tell's shot and the ball pings out for a corner. Luis Diaz runs over to take it, and we might be in a bit of trouble here because I've never seen this cutscene before. The Colombian plays a quick one to De Bruyne. He floats the ball into the box and it's Alphonso Davies to nod it home in the dying embers of the game. The ex-Bayern Munich man has dashed our hopes at the last hurdle in this Champions League final. That is unless there is one more chance on the cards. Julian Rykov, 117 minutes on the clock. I think that was it. I think that was our final chance. They float another ball into the box. Cobble pushes it out for a corner. De Bruyne this time steps up to take it. They float another ball in. We clear it. And at this moment, we're just waiting for the final whistle to blow and for the ref to put us out of our misery. Oh, it's in touching distance. Barcelona, the team who came calling, begging for us to be their new gaffer, are now lifting the ultimate prize in club football, the Champions League. And as fireworks rain over the night sky, we'll always have that question of what could have been. Confirmation of our Champions League loss to Barcelona for you. But on a cheerier note, we did go the entire season undefeated in the league. And we won the cup double. So that's something, I guess. Cobalt is an absolute monster. 18 clean sheets from our number one. Well done, mate. Campagna, my man, of course, he finishes top bagsman with 24 and 6. Brandt, take a bow, mate. 22 and 24 is outrageous. But let's not forget our Prince Charming. 13 and 4 in 27 games is pretty decent for money laundering to the B team. Would we have gone the distance and won Champo if we spent all our cash? I guess we'll never know. Checking in on our old clubs, and Sporting have finished in third, so they'll get Champo next season. And Inter Miami are currently sat in third. Get it together, lads. We do have some interesting job offers in the cards, and to be honest with you, the way I'm feeling, I think I want to cut and run. It's nothing against the lads. I've loved our time here at Dortmund. But I said at the beginning, Dortmund are a feeder club. It would make sense if we moved on. And we have won the double here, so it's not like we're leaving them empty-handed. Thank you for watching and for all the love and support you've shown me recently. It truly doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you again. And until next time, stay safe. And adios.